A date which will live in infamy.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Light our country and all who serve it, and the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Read my lips.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Morning. Sunday morning.
What difference at this point does it make?
You once again gave a non-answer. Joe Biden gave a non-answer.
Trying to answer you
the
now.
American people deserve it.
What are we talking about? Come on, man.
It was devastating. I was very scared that I wasn't ever going to see my home again or my family.
Barbara Buchanan opted for the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine because she would only need one shot. She figured it was a good choice since experts ruled the vaccine okay after a 10-day pause to investigate rare blood clots.
I had a low-grade temperature. I felt really tired. I thought I actually was suffering from seasonal allergies.
The 63-year-old noticed symptoms 6 to 8 days after her shot earlier this month. She also felt severe cramping in her legs and thought it was due to her arthritis.
I coughed up a couple of times, huge amounts of blood, huge amounts of blood, huge amounts of blood.
She went to the ER at Providence St. Vincent Medical Center.
The doctor came in and listened to my lungs and immediately sent me for a CAT scan.
They found blood clots in her lungs.
Dr. Ray Moreno is the chief medical officer at the hospital. He says after the first results, they immediately sent her back for another CAT scan, which revealed she had a blood clot in her stomach. An MRI also showed Buchanan had blood clots in her brain and throat.
There has been an association with a very small number of people who get this vaccine. A few weeks later, they can get this special type of blood clots with low platelets.
He says Buchanan had blood clots with low platelets, the pattern seen in cases the CDC and FDA initially paused the J&J vaccine for. Dr. Moreno says it's very rare and people should not be afraid of getting the vaccine.
There's always some risk in everything we do in medicine, but we really try to recommend the things that have a lot of benefit and very small risk.
Buchanan spent several days at the hospital. She was released Monday.
After your experience, how do you now feel about the vaccine?
That's now a tough question for Buchanan, who says she was always for vaccines.
If I had to do it again, knowing what I've been through, if I had known someone else had experienced what I was going to experience, there's no way in the world I would have ever signed up to receive the vaccination.
The clots are still in her body, so now Buchanan will continue to be on blood thinners. She hopes her experience will lead to more research for women in her age group.
And I think it needs to be out there. I think people need to be given the choice.
Christelle Kumwe, KGW News.